Imagine this: a music mogul, once untouchable, now behind bars, holding secrets that could shatter empires. Whispers of dark rituals in the dead of night, where a dove falls like stone from the sky, symbolizing something far more sinister. And at the center, two kings of hip-hop, their bond forged in fame but fractured by betrayal. This isn't just gossip, it's a tale of power, sacrifice, and the truth clawing its way out. Years ago, voices in the shadows warned us. One bold soul predicted the fall of giants, pointing fingers at hidden alliances in the industry. She spoke of recordings that captured everything, every deal, every dark moment. Now, with one icon facing the walls closing in, those tapes might be his ticket to freedom. But at what cost? Who gets dragged down with him? Picture a quiet park at dusk. A figure in black approaches, cloaked in mystery. He kneels before another man, performing what looks like an ancient rite, waving an object trailing smoke, circling, blessing, or cursing. Then, a white shape is released into the air, only to plummet lifeless to the ground. A bird, sacrificed. Was this a desperate plea for protection? A ritual to evade justice, just like in that infamous club case from decades past? The intrigue deepens. With freedom on the horizon, old allies grow nervous. They're glancing in rearview mirrors, wondering if retribution is coming. Top of that list, his longtime partner in the game, the one who built an empire on smarts and streets. Rumors swirl that this partner is orchestrating the chaos, pulling strings from afar to stay clean. Think about it: why does one artist's catalog vanish from airwaves while another's plays on? Selective justice, hand-picked villains. This whistleblower claims it's all connected, a web of loyalty tested against raw honesty. The industry's facade is cracking, revealing battles over legacies that could redefine the genre forever. She didn't hold back on that global stage, calling out the silence. Connections to fallen stars, to infamous predators, to islands of scandal, and Hollywood's disgraced. Victims with proof, footage of twisted gatherings, and she witnessed it firsthand, the power couple allegedly involved in the harm. Shocking, absolutely, but the pieces fit. Even more explosive, accusations that this mogul betrayed his own funding exposes to bury rivals. Longtime friendships turned tools for survival. Why finance a takedown unless you're knee-deep yourself? The same tactics that silenced one voice now threaten to echo back. As pressure mounts in that cell, survival instincts kick in. Naming names could be the only way out. And if that list includes his old comrade, the fallout would be massive. But wait, there's talk of even darker elements. Satanic offerings, humiliation ceremonies, pacts with shadows. Dismiss it as wild tales, but in an industry called the devil's domain, it hits different. We've heard the sayings: Hollywood's playground for the wicked, exchanging souls for stardom, rituals involving fluids and dominance. It's straight out of ancient warnings, mysteries of excess and corruption. Does it make you pause? Share your thoughts below. Could this be real? To grasp the roots, rewind to when these two dominated. They weren't just hit, they sculpted the culture. Labels that launched stars, events that defined eras, trends that swept the globe. Their alliance seemed ironclad, unbreakable, but beneath, a foundation of shared secrets, the kind that bind or break. Speculation runs wild. Was one of them an insider for authorities, like those notorious figures who traded info for immunity? Early meetings with feds, stories from bodyguards, and the symbols, clothing lines, nodding to occult icons, associations with known mystics. Who you surround yourself with says everything. Critics get smeared, labeled conspiracy nuts, but when you point out the obvious, sitting with practitioners of the arcano, one bats an eye. Smear campaigns erode trust, question faith, yet the truth persists, bubbling up despite suppression. If this story touches your heart, please share it. This brave voice tried warning us about trafficking, manipulation, laughed off as unhinged back then, but now, vindication after vindication. Like other truth-tellers before her, comedians exposing clubs, icons revealing industry underbellies. In this era of awakening, we see they're not mad, they're messengers. She highlighted alleged entanglements with the young and vulnerable rising talents. Partners in the spotlight, but the core, a woman named in whispers, supposedly carrying a child, ready to speak out. Gone in a day, her screams echoing. Who bears the blame? Jealousy, brand protection. The darkness thickens. Cracks appeared subtly. Missed invitations, absent at milestones, public grins hid private rifts. Former insiders spill, one chased the other's glow, jetting two shows no wedding invite. Despite the bond, yacht meets felt like flexes. Not friendships, business, sure but heart. Questionable. Security tales paint it clear, lavish pursuits one way, indifference the other. Club tensions over brands, bottles toppled in this respect. Yet the accuser links them to a chain of enablers, producers, financiers, predators, all orbiting one central figure. Deeper still, claims of sabotaging fates, faulty journeys to silence threats, victims conversing on air about lost stars, knowing the truth. If cornered, will the revelations flow? Ego demands it. Tapes ensure it. Funding campaigns to settle scores, witnesses gathered from shared sins. Interviews dodged the obvious links to tragedies, to the convicted. Victims number in multitudes. She's spoken to scores, ready to testify against the pair. Control through fear. Strings pulled in shadows, attempts to silence her, fabricated threats, false narratives, platforms suppressed. But she fights on. Whether you buy it or not, it stirs the pot. What's hidden beneath the glamour? Fame's price. Silence's cost. Others echo. Rapid retreats from allies once the storm hit. Peers turn strangers overnight. Photos prove the history party's poses. But now, denials, distance, survival mode. Cut ties to shield empires. Associations with cooperators raise brows. Running outfits with questionable pasts. Fed ties, and the tapes. Royalty, execs, cross-cultural bridges all captured. Used as gateways, now liabilities. If dominoes tumble, empires consolidate. Less rivals mean more reign. History of sidelining friends for gain. Well protected, but if betrayed, age might not save him. In the end, this saga unveils the industry's underbelly, rituals for power, betrayals for survival, truths emerging from the dark. Victims find voices. Whistleblowers stand tall. The tragic toll inspires change, demanding accountability. If moved, hit like, subscribe, share this far and wide. Let's keep the conversation alive.